Hello, hello, hello. So Nick from the Body Transformation Center. Just want to say hello wherever you are today or whenever you're watching this video. Might be good morning, good evening. It just depends whereabouts in the world you are. So just want to discuss a bit of a topic regarding body transformations. I believe there's a lot of misconception with them, and I just want to put people onto the straight and narrow by what a body transformation means to me, or what a body transformation means to our company, because I think it's not very clear. I think people often think bodybuilder, people often think abs, people often think just six packs, and they seem to be the main focal points, that it's all about the physical. Well, I'm going to tell you it's not. That's not what it's all about. So for me, a body transformation for somebody is a change in their physical aspects. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean having abs. It might mean if you've got 10 stone to lose and you lose 7 or 6 or 5, that's a big change in itself. It might mean that you have gained some size on your arms and your legs, right, to evenly proportion you out. It might mean that you've dropped 4 dress sizes. Okay, so they're the physical aspects, and there's more I could probably talk about, but I'll cover that in a minute. But they're the physical aspects. Now, from my point of view, it's not just about that external, visually what you can see. It's also about how your life is structured. It's about how you feel inside. It's about making your insides healthier. Now, yes, you can go and get blood markers done. You can go and get you can get testing done to compare from before and after, but that's often very expensive, and it's not something I recommend because I just think it can get very messy. I would much prefer somebody to notice changes such as bloating disappearing. For example, they might be passing their stools better. I'm going to be polite, or poo, because a lot of people suffer with constipation but don't want to admit it or talk about it. It's about improving your sleep, and it's about actually improving the quality of your training. So for me, a body transformation is you go through a full cycle. So my main 4 core pillars, let's say, are about your training, about your nutrition, about mindset, and also about your recovery. These are all important parts. So when we talk about transformations, it doesn't necessarily just mean body. It might mean more of a life transformation. Now, for somebody who's never done anything in their life before, ever, and there is people out there, you might be one of them. A big change for them would be just entering the gym. A big change for them would be exercising with weights. A big change for them might be changing the foods that they eat, right? As simple as eating more vegetables. So when we mention body transformations, we don't really mean just a body transformation. We mean a lifestyle transformation. Okay, and we focus on those 4 things, going through each different area. And with those, when you go into those further, then we can start looking at different topics and techniques, and how you, not anyone else, but how you can monitor them and alter them to make them better for yourself, because everybody's going to have a different circumstance, right? So for busy people, busy business owners, which is typically what we see a lot of, 9 times out of 10, they are always on the go. They don't slow themselves down. They're rushing around. They've got family commitments. They've got business commitments. They've got, social commitments. They're continually on the go, right? They might be highly stressed because they're managing a team of 50, maybe even less. But generally, we see a lot of highly stressed people come to us. Now, if I was to tell them, go and have a spa day, or go and sit in a steam room, go and have a sauna, what do you think that's going to do for their stress levels? It's going to reduce them, right? So there's different techniques to help somebody, and each of these things that we're doing, so like lowering stress volume, like helping somebody recuperate with their sleep, looking at their goal setting and helping them devise a goal for what's realistic and keeping them on track, motivating them, then getting them training, and then adding in some nutrition. And we've then got a whole lifestyle transformation, because one, they're going to the gym, or they're doing a workout at home, or they might be going for a run, because again, it doesn't solely have to come down to trying to improve just your physique. It could be just, you might be just trying to run a half marathon, right? So you then chuck in the training, you add in your nutrition, and you change the way you're eating and your eating habits, and then we start seeing little changes. That person's becoming more bubbly, they're more happy, they become more confident, and it's a big like not life circle, like a big cycle, and it has a knock-on effect, right? And with that happening, you see a real change in people, and it can be in a short spell or it can be in a long spell. The biggest changes we see is when people train with us for more than a year, because then we can look back at where they started and then show them, because they might turn around and go, I haven't seen any changes. Yeah, but are you just looking at physical? Then we show them the images of where they started and remind them of the words that they talked about when they spoke to us. What this does is then show them and remind them where they've come from, because, you know, if you look at yourself in the mirror every day, you know, we see them every day or quite regularly, might be twice, 3 times a week. We don't always notice the minute changes, but when we review, when we look at photos, because that's a comparison for physical, when you look at the way people are lifting their weights, if it's for more strength based, if it's for, let's say, running, and they're looking at the distances and their times and how they felt effort wise, exertion wise through the running, or whatever the sport is, then you can then compare them and go, look, this is a massive change. So you pair them all together, and what do you make? A lifestyle transformation, right? So it's far more than just being a physical aspect. Not everybody wants a set of abs, okay? For me, that has moved away from my focus, and my focus is more on health and fitness. For majority of the clients I now work with, generally, yeah, they would like to see a toned belly, but they really don't care about having a set of abs on them. And if someone doesn't want them, then that's up to them. That's completely up to them. They will have to work for them if they do want them, and it is perfectly achievable. But if you just want to be fit and healthy, then you don't need to worry about that. Okay. So I just wanted to clarify what it was, because somebody asked me the other day and said, what do you mean by body transformation? Because I noticed that's what the name is of the company. And I then went into detail and explained a little bit more, like I've just done with you guys and girls that are watching this video, that there's far more to a body transformation than purely just the physical aspect. It's a bigger picture, right? I mean, how if you want to make a change to something now, you know, if I told you that we do all these different things to help you along the way, then I know for a fact that it would make a big change in your life, and the way you feel, and overall will improve everything. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you again. It's just my thoughts for the day, and I just wanted to get that off as my topic. If any of you need any help, like I say, feel free to drop me a PM. If you want to ask me anything more, we do offer a free, we call it a strategy session. So we sit down and do a bit of planning, and we also do a free health MOT with you. You pay nothing for that first session. We just basically give you a picture of where you're at we find out a bit more details on where you want to go and map out a timeline. So if that's something you're interested in, just drop us a PM or leave us a comment underneath the post, underneath the video, and we will get in contact and help you out. Like I say, please like and share these videos. If you feel it helps you or it helps somebody else, then, like I say, feel free to share away. We're more than happy for you to do that. We want to help people, and I think the best way to do that is for us to communicate via video and talk about topics that sometimes people don't always discuss. Today was just more of a Q&A question. If you have any questions as well, feel free to pop them in the comments below, and I'll head over and answer them as soon as I can. All right, so take care, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.